Doing nothing may not work, but it is important. I want to clarify on this point, this red line, the use of chemical weapons. The president has said that that is his red line if they do use chemical weapons. You've said that you think it's abundantly clear that they've already crossed the red line. So are you suggesting that the White House is lying on this issue or is dragging its feet for some reason?
No, I mean, I would never say that the White House is lying. Intelligence is never as clear as we would all like it to be.
Right.
But you can't look at the most recent incident or about every week the opposition has been claiming that there's use of chemical weapons. So there's lots of instances you need to mitigate and say, I just don't think that happened. If you look at the total of evidence over the last 2 years, and the evidence is mounting, I look at this as an old FBI agent, and so when you look at all of the evidence, how it's mounting, I believe, after looking at all of that evidence, Kate, that over the last 2 years, they have configured chemical weapons in a position to use them. They have shown intent to use them, and I do believe that a small quantity, at least a small quantity of chemical weapons has been used. It shouldn't take chemical weapon usage to get the United States to stop a humanitarian crisis of this epic proportion that actually has national security implications for the United States. I get it's a hard decision. The president said that when he went to the Middle East. But this is dangerous if we don't get this right. And think of this. The opposition told the United States Secretary of State they weren't interested in a meeting. That tells you how far our credibility has fallen with people who are on the ground doing the fighting. Our Arab League partners, who I meet with constantly, are incredibly frustrated. I believe that there's a diplomatic solution, but you can't have that unless you gain the credibility of the opposition, you gain the credibility of our Arab League allies, and then you can move to a position of negotiation. That's the reason they've rejected the prime minister. They're rejecting the political fight, they being the opposition, because it is so confusing to them. They're engaged in the fight on the ground. They don't think anyone's helping them.
But it also seems it's